also, just some news here. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been dissing Ricky Hatton. I just wanted to kind of read what he said, because I found it rather hilarious, and I agree with it. Okay, here's Mayweather's quote. "Ricky Hatton ain't nothing but a fat man. I'm going to punch him in his beer belly. He ain't no good. He's not good enough to be my sparring partner. When I retire, I'll get Ricky Hatton to wash my clothes and cut my lawn and buckle my shoes. I've only seen Hatton fight one time, and that was against Durango, and he looked like garbage. All he can do is punch and hold, and wrestle. Yep, he can also low blow.
Yep, welcome to Manchester.
Yep, he's good at that.
And headbutt.
He's very good at ducking people, but you know that.
You
have personal experience with that, so... yeah, and plus Hatton would have to get past Jose Luis Castillo, which I don't think is happening.
It's not going to happen. If he somehow did, he's going to get knocked out before he ever got to Mayweather anyway by somebody. So
yeah,
unless he fought Mayweather next, maybe. So
that'd be the only way.
That's not going to happen. So
no, I mean Mayweather might want to tune up before the De La Hoya fight. Which I don't. Hatton would. I doubt it might anything.
He's proven
definitely wouldn't.
He's proven he definitely won't fight him for anything. So
yeah, just I mean, if he won't fight Junior Witter, how is he gonna get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather?
Absolutely.
And not taking anything away from Junior Witter, he's a really talented fighter.
He's not on Mayweather's level.
Exactly.
Nobody is right now.
Exactly. So. If you won't fight a guy that's not the pound for pound best fighter, how the hell are you gonna say you're gonna fight them?
Best pound for pound fighter.
Especially when you're not even in their weight class and you just ran out of it because you got your ass beat.
By Collazo, who Mosley dominated. So take that.
Indeed. And by the way, Hatton has at least gone ahead and given up the IBF belt.
Yeah.
And will face Jose Luis Castillo. Lovemore Angel called him out, and as you know, anyone that calls out Ricky Hatton is not going to get a fight with him. So he said, "Oh crap, someone called me out, I'm giving up the belt."
Absolutely. Just
once again showing his cowardice in that sense, at least I think so, even though he is at least fighting Castillo.
Much better fighter.
Definitely a better fighter, although, and like, there's more money to be made there too, and he'd get more recognition for beating Castillo than he would for Angel.
Yeah.
But it is funny that once again, he didn't make that decision until Angel started really calling him out. That's when he gave up the belt. He had time before that. He was considering it. Before the fight, actually. He said, I might fight the winner, might be interested in fighting the winner.
Yeah.
Then as soon as the winner opened their mouth, he was like, hell no.
Yeah.
Just typical Ricky Hatton for you.
Taking the Tazoo route.
Really looking forward to Castillo knocking his head off.
And he will.
And just can't wait for that.
Coming up in June.
If he actually does go through with that. Because, I mean, one thing, these sanctioning bodies, they'll just give him his belt back. He gave up the IBF belt, but there's nothing saying he won't just decide to give up the belt. Then he doesn't fight Castillo somehow. He ends up fighting, like, Ben Rava.
Yeah, or Gianluca Bronco or somebody like that.
And he beats them, of course, and then they say, well, we'll give you your title back. You won it.
Yeah.
You didn't lose it. You just gave it up so you didn't have to
fight anybody.
Yeah, so, okay.
Yeah, we like that.
That's kind of what they do.
Yeah.
And also, moving right along to other news, David Tua. He's going to be returning February 22nd, and on the undercard of that is going to be Peter Quillen and Jorge Terron, if you care. I still haven't been impressed by Jorge Terron thus far, but anyhow.
I've seen him more, and I have been impressed. That one fight I saw of him, he was not, of course, but Peter Quillen, good knockout artist, up and coming, good card there, period. Hopefully it'll be shown delayed or something at some point.
And in other David Tua news, he's apparently turned down some fight with some Shane Cameron, or Cameron,
from New Zealand, so big deal.
Yeah, big deal, but
that guy's nothing. So
it does look bad on Tua's part to be turning down fights with people, especially when they're ranked, and he's claiming he wants to be in a title fight. Does he need this guy to do it? No, but I don't know. I really question his willingness to get back in the world title picture anyhow.
He's taking his time, that's for sure.
Really dragging his feet in that sense. Anyhow, we'll see what happens with Tua. I don't expect.
There's a good opponent for James Toney to come back against.
Exactly.
It's a perfect opponent.
Plus Tua, knowing him, he'll wait until the 12th round against anyone to try something anyhow.
Yeah, 3
the
seconds.
3 seconds in the fight. It might be enough with some of these guys, like Valuev, and
that'll be all.
which that would be a funny fight to see too, with the height difference.
Yes, completely.
Tua and Valuev.
Yep, 5'10" or 11 against 7
Supposedly.
7'1", yeah.
And with him leaning down the way he does,
even
even
smaller.
shorter.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we'll see what the fat midget does. Who knows? And Manny Pacquiao is going to be fighting Jorge Solis on April 21st with Jorge Arce possibly on the undercard.
Possibly against Jose Navarro, actually, on the undercard.
That'd be quite a fight.
Yeah, also Chavez Jr. on the undercard, and probably Brian Valoria against, what was his name, Sosa.
Oh yeah, Edgar Sosa.
Edgar Sosa for the vacant belt
IBF belt.
IBF, yeah. That he really won anyway.
That he should have anyhow.
Yes, so we'll see, and he should get that in. Great card there, all around from top to bottom. April 21st. It's going to be a top-ranked pay-per-view. Just glad it's not going to be the week later, because that just had the feel of a pay-per-view that was only going to be offered for certain cable subscriptions. So.
And just if offered at all.
Yeah, it's true.
But anyhow, Pacquiao, Jorge Solis. Solis is undefeated, or whatever you want to take that. He's got 2 draws though, but he's undefeated. Supposedly a pretty powerful guy. I don't really know. He hasn't really fought anyone.
So we don't know.
So yeah, but anyhow, it should be a great Pacquiao
knockout victory.
Exactly. Pacquiao KO parade or something. Anyhow, speaking of people who were on hit parades, Sugar Ray Leonard has decided he will train Peter Manfredo. It's kind of like Apollo training Rocky or Spiderico.
Yep.
Or Big Yank Ball or something.
The second one sounded about right, so this just will not help him at all. I mean, Leonard, completely different fighter, obviously, big time than Manfredo.
And again, one fight, it's not going to mean a lot.
No, he's just trying to really bank on these contender people, so it's not going to work. Calzaghe's going to beat him easily, yes.
And it just, I don't know, I guess it's one thing, it's something to sell the fight.
Yeah.
Leonard being in the corner of the guy that's going to lose, but
of his contender protege. So
yeah, and Leonard just will bring Sugar Ray Leonard involved with anything. It's usually going to
do good.
Bring more people to it because he's
very known.
He's well known enough to be considered like bigger than boxing or something. He's one of those names that
like De La Hoya, Tyson, Ali.
Exactly.
You know,
one of those Ali type people.
Yeah.
And people remember him. And now with the Mayweather De La Hoya fight coming up, we're about to get another kind of super fight like that era.
Yep.
So it's all good. A lot of good things happening in boxing. This isn't necessarily one of them. It's a good thing to sell the fight.